Please note that this content is for adults only. Viewer discretion advised. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe, like, and share. Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream with me, Grizzly K. This is Grizzly True Crime, and today we are back to listen to more audio, okay? So, I have more audio files for you. Today we're going to listen to the security guard from the complex. So when I say complex security, it might be my South African way of saying it, but the complexes where Madeline Soto lived, security, right? Okay, we're going to hear from the security guard. We're going to hear from some roommates, some family members, the grandma. Total, I think, is about half an hour of audio. Sorry that I was 2 minutes late. If you're waiting live here with me, welcome to all my moderators. Thank you so much for everything you do. Welcome to all my patrons, members, subscribers, any new people in chat. There's lots of new subscribers. Welcome to you as well. And any family and friends of Madeline Soto. I was a little bit late because I'm down a rabbit hole. I am down a rabbit hole. The more I hear these audio files, the more I'm going through the FOIA files I've received. Like, oh my word, it just makes me think. I have so many questions. So many questions. So, let's start with this. Okay, here. I'm going to move myself over. All right. Okay, so are we ready, everyone? Thank you so much for being here. Please like and share. Also, let me just quickly explain. What I did today was I uploaded a video for you of the raw audio files of Jen Soto's interviews. And the reason I did that is because some people, complain about me making commentaries. So I want to make sure that everybody gets what they want here. They can go and watch the video if they don't want me to chip in and just listen to it one time through. There's all 5 files that I received related to Jen Soto's police interviews, okay? So that's in the video section. It wasn't a live stream. You didn't miss anything. It's an upload. You can go listen to it there anytime. All right. Please leave your comments on there if you are listening to it and tell me what stands out to you. Where are the inconsistencies? What do you hear? Because I could literally pick apart every single sentence that I hear. It's just like, what? Where? How? What? Okay. Timothy Apple Jackson, welcome. All right. And also, if you are watching, okay, yesterday Court TV was in chat and they spilt the tea in our chat. Sis. Normally I like to stay low profile because I get all nervous. But I'm going to be on Court TV at 9 p.m. Eastern today with, oh my word, with Vinnie Politan. Yes. And a guest. What? So I hope to make you all proud. If you do watch it over there, it should be on courttv.com, I assume, or on TV. I don't know if it'll be on YouTube later. If it is, we'll see. But yes, I'll be doing that later at 3 o'clock in the morning, my time. Okay, so I'll see you there. Are we ready now? Now we're going to listen to this audio. First up will be the security guard. If you're not sure what are we listening to, just check the little banners that I put up there for you. Okay, so here we go. Again, these files are audio only, but I really appreciate it. So
today is Wednesday, February 18th. Time is 18:38 hours. Case number 24-011313. And we are here with Alex. How do you say your last name, Alex?
Pro-size motor.
Okay. You were working on Monday, the 26th? Okay. Do you remember a resident coming through in a silver Lincoln sedan?
I do remember, but not his face. I talked to him. He showed me his little...
So listen very carefully, because what the security guard is talking about is when Stephan Sterns had actually, because remember he left the complex and then he came back and he had Madeline Soto strapped into the passenger seat, okay? And police believe that she was already deceased at that time. And Stephan says he forgot his gate clicker, but he had Maddie in the car for one of the times he came back. So that is pretty scary. Remember, we read through that whole 896-page document. We did a part 1, 2, and 3 deep dive. If you don't remember it, don't worry. It's on the playlist. But in that, we figured, wait, what? So he put Maddie in the car, went to the dumpster, got rid of her backpack, okay, and things, items, and then left, and then came back, and then interacted with the security guard. So we're hearing from that security guard, right? Okay, so let's keep going. So I'm showing you evidence pictures from the files as well. This is the car, right?
Clicker. And he's like, hey man, I'm clicking, it's not working. And then I went and I clicked the button, he went inside. And I just remember there was a woman like sleeping beside him with a green shirt.
A green shirt? Okay. Do you remember what time that was around?
In the morning.
In the morning? Okay. What time do you get to work? What time does your shift start?
6 to 2.
6 to 2? Okay. If you had to give a ballpark of what time it was?
Not really.
Okay. Have you seen him before?
No.
No? What about her?
No, because I don't remember his face, so...
Okay. But so he pulled up, because I know you have a resident lane and then like the guest lane.
Yeah, he was like...
So he was in the, which lane?
The resident lane.
Okay. And he had a clicker with him,
yeah.
and he's like, hey, it's not working? Okay. Did you get a good look at the girl at all?
No.
Well, there's an inconsistency already. He had the clicker with him, it just wasn't working. But yet Stephan Sterns told police he forgot his clicker. Because he had a whole narrative, and then police said, but then why do we see your car going south at the time that you say you were going northbound? He's like, oh yeah, I forgot my clicker. Forgot your clicker! But yet the security guard is now confirming you had the clicker. You just said it wasn't working. Okay, so.
No. Could you tell like age or or gender, race, anything like that? No? Okay. But you said she was wearing something green.
Yeah, and she was like apparently sleeping, like kind of like this.
Okay.
That's...
Did she say anything?
No.
No? Okay. And he didn't say anything else?
No.
Did he seem to be acting normal, or did he seem nervous at all?
No, normal.
Normal?
Yeah, I didn't notice, like, I was even with a car here on the cone, and I went there, but he was normal. He's just like, hey, my clicker's not working. I'm like, oh.
Okay. Did you see the car again that day?
No.
No.
When you walked up to the car, did you walk up to the driver's side of the car or the passenger side of the car?
The driver.
So which direction was her face?
Like to the other
So
side.
she was facing like the
Like
passenger
the driver here.
passenger window, so her head was turned away from you.
Like this.
Could you see her hair? Did she have any like blanket or anything on her?
I saw her. No, she didn't have blanket. She had just like her hair, like this.
Okay. So covering like maybe
Yeah.
half of her face?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I couldn't see her face. It was just like turning with the hair like this.
Did you see her move at all?
No.
Okay. She was just still. Okay.
It's like photos of things they found in his car. That plastic baggie we just saw looks, or the piece of plastic or whatever that was, that orange plastic here looks so dodgy. Right? Okay, I'm gonna play it again. Shame, man. This poor security guard. Imagine in hindsight being like, what? She was deceased in the vehicle? Shame.
Yeah. Like I couldn't see her face. It was just like turning with the hair like this.
Did you see her move at all?
No.
Okay. She was just still. Okay.
All right. Good interview at 18:41 hours. Okay. Case number 24-011313. Alex, in regards to our last interview, could you raise your right hand for me? Like this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you swear to affirm that everything you told me today is the truth?
Yes.
Would you testify to it in court if you ever had to?
Yes.
Okay.
Tuesday, February 20th.
Okay, so that's the short interview with the security guard. But very telling. There's already a lot of information there that we've just learned. Like Stephan telling the police he forgot his clicker, but then actually telling the security he has his clicker, it's just not working. And actually, as Cheryl says, that really took a lot of nerve when he knew she was dead talking to the security guy. I mean, that is so freaking brazen. What is that? Who does that? It's like alibi stuff, right? It's just so scary when you think of it in hindsight, right? Okay, so we have that. Let me just quickly see. Shauna says, sorry if I've missed it, but are there no videos of the detectives questioning everyone? Nope, audio only. I wish. Wish we had the video. They did explain why. I can't remember. They said something about they don't all wear body-worn camera when they're interviewing or something like that, right? So there's no video, there's audio only. I don't know, but I wish we had it, but unfortunately it's audio only. Otherwise, of course, I would play the video for you, right? So let's just quickly let's play this now. Here we go.
7/13/11 hours, Detective Hunt for OCSO case 24-0111313. Can you state your full name? And what's your relationship? And so, do you recall the last time you spoke?
That was some.
So remember, when there's these little silent portions, it's, do you remember the last time you spoke to? And it's redacted, which would probably be Madeline's name, right? This is Madeline's grandma, maternal grandma, Jen Soto's mother, okay, speaking to the police. Her name is Yolanda. So it's also very interesting to hear what she says. It's quite a long-ish interview. I've got a total of 32 minutes of audio for you today.
I celebrate her. Yes.
And is that the last time you saw her
That's
too?
the last time I saw her.
Got it. And so I won't keep you too long, but it's my understanding that it's not uncommon from school to hear sometimes.
She did it like a few times.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is that normally like when she's waiting for pick her up or?
Yeah. Sometimes to the office and pick her up.
Mhm.
She walks from school to here.
Okay.
She did it like maybe, I don't know, 5-6 times.
Okay. So just a few times she's done
Just a
that.
few times.
So that's why Jennifer would have come here yesterday to see if she had maybe
Yes, maybe she
come
walked
here.
here. Yeah.
Okay.
So as you know, with Jen Soto's narrative, she said she went to the school. She left home at 2:30. So that's like 90 minutes early because the lines, the queues to pick up the kids at school is so hectic. She was in the line. She was waiting, and then she waited 10 minutes and then thought, wow, did I miss Maddie? Okay, going straight to my mother's business. And then from there, meaning she didn't like, whoa, like, where's my daughter? She waited and thought, did I miss her? But how would you miss her if you're like first in line? But okay, did I miss her? Then she went to her mother's place of business, and then she was calling Maddie's best friend from there. Then she emailed the teacher from there. And then when she realized, whoa, she says when she realized Maddie was not at school that day, that's when she realized something was very, very wrong. But here we're hearing that sometimes Maddie would walk from school to her grandmother's place of business. Her grandmother's confirming it. So that's why Jen would do that. She would go from the school then to go, whoa, maybe she walked over there. Maybe she didn't realize I'm picking her up today and she went over there. So that's why, right? Okay.
Do you remember what Jennifer told you yesterday?
No, she's like waiting here at school, but she doesn't come out. She's not. I don't think she's here. Maybe she walked to school to the office, and I was like, okay, I'll wait here.
Mm-hmm.
It was 4:30, 4:35, 4:40, and she never showed up.
Okay.
So, and we went together to school, but the office were closed.
Mm-hmm.
It was only the after program they were open.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to verify to the school
Mm-hmm.
and the program. She didn't. While we went to the school, Jennifer called 2 friends that she has,
Mm-hmm.
and they told her that she never made it to school.
Got it.
That's when we find out everything. She
Okay.
was.
But I wonder why Jen waited that long to call the 2 friends. Like, if you're parked at the school for 90 minutes, you're an hour to an hour and a half early, wouldn't you kind of panic a little bit and be like, whoa, let me call her friends quickly? Wouldn't you try to call her phone, or at that point are you already like, she forgot her phone at home? You know what I mean? Jess Jones says, do you think we'll get any other Stephan Sterns interviews, or those we save for court? I don't know. It's always a bit of a mission, a bit of a challenge to get things, but I do have some Stephan Sterns audio files to work through. We've already listened to one I think it was about 2 months ago. We listened to one which was about 45 minutes long, so we heard that one. We've seen the media interviews that they did. Of course, we will never forget those, burned into our eyes. And there's another interview or 2 that I have with Stephan Sterns. So we'll get to that. I've still got a lot to work through. This file is freaking massive. Okay, so all right. So then they all kind of find out together, wait, what? Like Maddie didn't make it to school that day? And then it's like, okay, that sounds like a bit of a panic, especially from the other family members.
In school.
Did she tell you who took her to school yesterday?
I know Stephan. Yes.
Okay.
Came here to. I don't even know. I guess for.
Gotcha. Okay. So does he live there with them still, or?
No.
She did say that she had Maddie's phone with her in the car, and she was going to give it to her and tell her, hey, you forgot this today. Of course, Maddie would know. She was 13 years old, so she'd be like, I mean, what 13-year-old would actually forget her phone? I really still wonder, like, we've read so many documents and heard so many things, but I still wonder if Maddie's friends can corroborate that. Did Maddie sometimes forget her phone? Because it's very unusual for kids these days, or anyone these days, to forget their phone, right? Did she really? Or are they just saying that? You know, because they mentioned Maddie having ADHD and possibly being on the autism spectrum. But again, I say they don't mention that Maddie had asthma, because her friend said that Maddie had asthma. And in the backpack that we looked at yesterday, I've got some more pictures. I don't think I showed it yesterday, but her asthma pump was in that backpack. Okay, so it does seem like she had it. Point is, wouldn't you be worried? Like, oh my word, she's missing. Like, what if she's gone to the woods? What if she, they probably assumed she had her backpack, but of course Stephan knew she didn't. There's so many questions. This is what I mean. I've gone down the rabbit hole. I think I'm still in it a bit. There are so many questions that we all still have. I mean, I think it'll be a bit weird not to have questions, right, at this point. The more we hear, the more questions there are. Like Naomi says, Jen was first in line, but she thought she'd missed Maddie leaving. So she went to her mother's business, but she didn't check the church where she said that her stepfather would sometimes pick her up. Like that. Exactly like that. Oh my word. And I wonder, in Jen's version of the story, because there's different versions of stories, okay? So I have to say it like that. In Jen's version of the timeline and story, when exactly did she see, oh crap, Maddie forgot her phone, and then she was going to give it to her later? When did she look through those messages? All of that. There's so many things, right? Michael says, the mother get away without real punishment. Greetings from Germany. Thank you, Michael. The thing is, she's not... The police have said, which is interesting timing based on all this coming out, that there's no plans to arrest her, adding for now. In some of the news clips, they said for now. According to a source, for now. I like the for now, because you just never know. You just never know. Okay? So it's never too late for justice, depending on what evidence they can find. I'm sure they're working very hard behind the scenes.
No. Gotcha. He just came. Does he?
I guess he just came to visit.
Got it.
Yeah.
When did?
I'm not sure, but I know he moved back in December to Punta Gorda.
Mm-hmm.
He moved out of the house.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And as far as you know, it's because they...
As far as I know. I don't know.
Got it. Okay, well, I guess that makes sense. But he came back this weekend, maybe for her visit. I guess, is it common of Stephan?
I guess sometimes he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got it. And did he say where he dropped her off at all?
He said he dropped her off in the corner of Urbana. There is a building there, it's called Urbana. Urbana. It's town loop, and I don't even know the name of the street.
Okay. By Urbana.
I was right in the corner.
Got it. So he dropped her off there, and then did he say what happened after?
He said that he just walked, like going to school, and then she stopped for a few seconds. I guess she was looking for her phone.
Yeah.
And then he just kept going.
Okay. Run away before, or ever wanted to go somewhere else or hang out with her friends without permission or anything?
No, not that I know.
Okay. Is there anywhere you know of that she likes to hang out or go to clear her head if she's ever upset, or a place that she likes to go?
One day she was upset. I guess she had a fight. And she called me crying. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm walking around the neighborhood. I was like, why are you doing that? She's like, I don't want to be in my house right now because I am mad at me. I was like, you know what? Go back to the house. Don't walk alone in the street. And she said, okay. So she went back. That's the only thing I knew it happens. That was, I think, like a year ago. That happened like a year ago.
Okay.
And then after that, I don't know.
Got it. Okay. Do you have any concerns with... I just ask this because I have to. Do you have any concerns about either Jennifer or Stephan with ever?
Just a quick pause at that moment. Do you have any concerns about Jennifer, Stephan, with Maddie? We'll wait for that answer now. Suzanne, exactly. You're like, they would never announce plans to arrest her now. That's the point. Why would they ever say, oh, okay, wow, okay, people are refocusing, relooking, of course, at just... People have many questions about Jen Soto. But we have no plans to arrest her. Why would you have plans to? And if you had plans to, why would you announce it? You know, so good point, Suzanne. Good point. I don't know if Jen Soto ever will be arrested or not. I don't know, and I don't know for what, if she would be. I just know that the red flags are flying, okay? And everybody's got questions. I think they're valid questions because a 13-year-old lost her life. And this case is very, very difficult. Okay, let's keep going.
Raised alarm with you that you can remember?
I never liked him. Don't ask me why, because I don't even know myself. It's because I guess he doesn't work, he doesn't do anything. I mean, he's just there because he suffers from a lot of things.
Okay.
And I mean, he doesn't do anything, he doesn't work, he doesn't help you. Something that, you know, it's not my life, but I just asked her, you know. That was her answer.
Got it.
Exactly. He's literally like freaking leeching off everyone. Either his mom's house, okay, or Jan's house. Even Maddie told one of her counselors, like, he's so weird. And the counselor said, why? Meaning Stephan. Why is he weird? Because he just hangs around and he eats our food and he's just there. Clearly, we know it's a lot worse than just there. It was so much worse for Maddie. She had been sexually abused since at least the age of 8, based on evidence they found on his phone that he had tried to delete with his accidental factory resets that he did twice. So shame, man. Maddie's saying, well, he's just weird because he's always around there, kind of, you know, hanging around, eating our food. So you can hear as well, Jen's mother also didn't like him. She had a gut feel. She said, I couldn't actually like really say why, gut feel. But it's just like he's hanging around all the time, right? Yeah, Peniel's like, send me more books. He's going to ask his parents for more books and root beer candy. Oh, dear. While I'm here pausing, thank you so much. Just plain fed up. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here. Please like and share so others can also hear this information. The more we go, the more questions I have. Oh, my goodness.
So typically, does he text you or anything from the phone?
No.
Not much?
Not much.
Do you remember the last time you spoke with her before Sunday?
Well, I spoke to her Friday, because she slept over at my house.
Okay.
And then Saturday.
Okay, the timeline is getting refined. As I said the other day, I was like, wait, when it was this interview that I'd listened to, right? We had not listened to it together before. The grandmother says she stayed with me on Friday night. We are continuously trying to refine that timeline because I think when you can refine the timeline between Jen's story, Stephan's story, everybody else, what they know, okay, the deception starts showing up a little bit more. And unfortunately on Jen's part, like a lot of things start not adding up. So you remember when they said to Jen, when did you last see Madeline? She had 3 different answers. The first answer was, in the morning, I saw her get ready for school. And Jen Soto was adamant that she knew exactly what Maddie was last seen wearing. She said, dark green hoodie, black shorts, white Crocs. And that backpack, okay? Which is covered in gray hibiscus flowers. Except she was apparently found in jeans. Who dressed her and when? I have questions. But the thing is, right there. So then she changed her story to Sunday, 11 o'clock. She actually slipped up and said Wednesday 11. Oh, no, I mean Sunday 11. Wednesday 11 sounds more plausible to me because Stephan Sterns said for the entire week before he saw her on that Sunday, the 25th, for that whole week she stopped taking her meds because she was Maddie, because she was staying with her grandmother. Interesting. So I would like to know, what did Jen buy Maddie for her birthday? What did you do with your daughter on her birthday, which was on Thursday, by the way? The Sunday was her party, the 25th, right? Maddie's birthday was on the Thursday before. Was she at home? What happened? Some of her friends said in that document we read that Maddie was very upset because her mother didn't give her anything. Okay. So I'm just like, whoa, this timeline, the grandmother says she was with me on Friday night. See, Maddie was there for the weekend. So let's say after school, maybe Maddie walked over to the grandmother's place of business and went home for the weekend with her grandmother and then had her birthday party there and then was dropped off by Jen Soto's sister that Sunday night. And she really didn't want to go home, which we'll hear as well. Oh my goodness. So, okay. Carry on, carry on.
Day, I came here to work, and after here, I was going to the party,
Gotcha.
and I told my husband to was gonna take her, and she started crying. She said no, she doesn't want to go, so she didn't go at all. So my ex-husband went to pick her up,
Okay.
and they spent the day together.
Do you
Saturday.
ever pick
Saturday, Maddie spent the day with Yolanda, the grandmother's ex-husband, because she was crying and really didn't want to go home. Wow. Crying and really didn't want to go home. Was dropped off Sunday night because of school. Of course, she had school the next day. She was dropped off and was murdered. It's crazy. Maddie was crying and begging, I don't want to go home, please, I don't want to go home. There's a reason for that. Wow. Okay.
pick her up from school, or does your ex-husband ever pick her up from school?
Yeah. I don't know about my ex-husband, but when I have to, I'll go and pick her up. If not, Leticia.
And when you pick her up, where do you pick her up
Just
from?
from the school.
From the school.
Yeah, from
Have you ever picked her up from like anywhere else far from the school?
Church. Like
Church.
Of course, yeah, like from the church.
Is that somewhere that she hangs out, or other kids
No,
hang out, or?
no. There's a lot of kids there at that time.
Oh, they kind of go there.
Yeah, a lot of kids go there. Their parents will pick them up from the church.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. Okay, what's a good phone number for you? Have your ID, so
Okay, so that was redacted, but I just chopped out that long silent portion. Lennon says, and Stephan came on Saturday. I wonder why she was crying. She knew he was going to be home when she got there, right? It's all starting to kind of make sense. There's still obviously a lot of, I would say, speculation on our part based on what we're hearing. We don't have that evidence. I'm sure the police do, though. Because Jen Soto also about that says, when did Stephan come over? Oh, I don't know if it was Saturday or Sunday morning. And then later she says in a different, remember we listened to it. If you haven't yet, I've made you that no commentary file so you can listen to it all at once. Later she says, well, he was on his way while the party was happening. While Madeline Soto's party was happening, Stephan was on his way. Oh, Sunday night. What about Saturday night though? It's like, oh my goodness. That Lennon says, Stephan came on Saturday. I wonder why she was crying. She knew he was going to be home when she got there. Very sus, all of that.
I can get your name down.
I have it in my
Oh, that's fine. How do you spell your name?
YOLANDA.
And your last name?
Zambrano. Z as in zebra. AMBRANO.
And what's your birthday?
9/29/67.
And you do have a Florida ID. I can
Yes.
look up with that. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Okay. Well, is there anything else important that you think I should know?
Yeah, my brother-in-law. He woke up this morning.
Mm-hmm.
He went to look at the trail, and he was walking, and he passed by 417 under, and he found the wallet. I have it.
When
here.
you say the trail, what trail?
It's like in the back of the school. There is a trail.
Oh, there's a trail behind the
Yes,
school.
Behind the school. Yeah.
Okay, and you found a wallet. Yeah, I'll take a look at it.
And
Let's
you
take
want to come in and
Yeah.
take a look what he found, and he just gave it to me, and I
1319.
found 20.
I hate to bug you, but while I have you out here.
Okay, so we got one of the roommates, Natalia. Jen had mentioned that one of the roommates doesn't speak much English, only really Spanish, so the police really won't be able to ask her things. So I think it's the other one, because I only found one interview in this whole FOIA file from a roommate. Also, before I get to this, J.E. Everett says, my 13-year-old son listens to music on his phone every morning on the way to school. He has also never slept in the car on the way to school. Red flags for me. I mean, why is the story? Why is it that Maddie was sleeping most of the way to school? Firstly, it's quite a short ride. Of course, we know Stephan Sterns was riding around with her for quite some time and she was already deceased, according to what police said. But, okay, sleeping most of the way. Why? She just woke up. She's 13 years old. She was all excited. She had a birthday party, right? So why is she sleeping most of the way? Oh my goodness. And then that's the point. Where's the phone? Where's the music? Where's it just doesn't make sense. Oh my. This case is very frustrating. At least Stephan Sterns is very much locked up and charged, and his trial will be in October. He's supposed to have two separate trials, one for the CSAM charges and the other one for the murder charges. But I'm not sure if maybe they'll combine it at some point, because they actually continued his CSAM, child SA material trial. Okay. It was supposed to be August 19th. But then suddenly on the court system, it said continued. So it's been continued to October as well. I'm not going to say an exact date now. Initially, it was the 14th or so for his for the homicide trial. But let's see, because these things change, right? So we shall keep an eye on it. Okay, so let's hear what the roommate has to say. So that was quite shortish from the grandmother as well, but also very informative, right? Helps a little bit with the timeline. So.
Do you mind if I just ask you a couple things? Do you know why we're out here?
Since Monday morning.
Okay. When's the last time you saw
Sunday afternoon.
Okay. Where was she?
She was here. I was leaving from probably like midday.
Mm-hmm. About what time was it?
And I'm always in and out, right? So I mean,
Okay.
when I say like midday, I was gonna go out with my son, like Sunday activities,
Mm-hmm.
and I wished her a belated birthday. Because I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I'm always in and out.
So it's afternoon around 6:30 you said?
No, like 12.
12.
Yeah.
Oh, so early.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And then they went, I think, together for her family's house.
Mm-hmm.
By the time they came back, I'm already sleeping.
Did you see her at all? Oh, no, so you didn't see her at all Sunday night. So they got back. What time did you go to bed?
Typically in bed by 8 or 9. I come to bed like 8:30.
So they...
Okay, so the roommate is saying they typically go to bed, this roommate, at 8 or 9. Okay. People are asking about the cause of death. It's never been released to the public. There's something called Marcy's Law, I believe it is, in Florida, and therefore the family did not consent to that being released. And at press conferences, the police said they're not going to release that. So there's actually been a lot of speculation about what happened. A lot of people plausibly speculate that it could be something like strangulation, but we don't know definitively. Other rumors that were around with blunt force trauma and all sorts of things, but we don't know. The police have never released that. It's never been in any of the documents or anything like that. So we don't know. However, I was a little surprised to see some of the photos I'd received in this FOIA request. None of them are featuring Maddie or a graphic except for seeing Stephan Sterns naked. And that was just for his booking photos, when they take pictures of their hands, front to back, and then chest, front and back. And then, of course, in this case, based on the charges he faces and some unique marking, they also made him take his pants off and took pictures. Okay, so that was the only thing that was in there like that. But I'm losing my train of thought with Maddie. Wait, cause of death. Oh, yeah. I was a little surprised to see that some of the vehicle inspection, when they took photos, they put like markers around what appears to be, as we saw on that like plastic bag earlier, it looks like it could be blood. Now that's very concerning as well. Like, what on earth was going on there, right? Stefan's like, ew. Yeah, can't unsee that. I made Mr. Grizzly look so that I feel better. Whoops, sorry. Look at these photos. Can you? Wow. And he's like, what? I was like, this is the room. And I'm explaining the whole case, of course, to the cats, to Mr. Grizzly. And I'm like, you have to. So I have to share this with someone because it's bad. I never want to see it again. I hate it when they just, these photos are there unexpectedly. But anyway, it's part of the case. Okay, so I will never share it with you guys. I promise. I will protect you from all of that. All right, so roommates. They are also, I wanted to clarify the room layout quickly because I realized yesterday I was speaking about something and people think that I think I said something that makes it seem like the rooms, I have them very confused, right? Which could happen sometimes, but Maddie's room is not really a room. It's a room divider. It's like a partitioned off area, which is so sad for a girl who just turned 13. She didn't even have her own room. She had this little partitioned off area and there was a bed there. And then on that same floor, the ground floor, right around the corner next to that is a room, which is Jen Soto's room, apparently, right? The master bedroom downstairs with a king bed. And there's a TV in there. All right. And then upstairs are 3 rooms. And one, Jen Soto says, is the guest bedroom. Okay. Which looks more to be Stephan Sterns' room. His stuff is in it. Okay. All his stuff is in it. There's clothing in there. There's cream in there, a backpack, there's clothing in the drawers, as I say. There's all sorts of things. He's like cards and games and books. It seemed like it's Stephan Sterns' room, but okay. Anyway, and then there's 2 other rooms with roommates, and one of the roommates had a 17-year-old son as well. So that's everyone living in the house, right? So just to clarify that. Melly, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Okay, let's quickly continue. I'm just going to go back so we don't miss a thing here. Here we go.
So it's afternoon around 6:30, you said?
No, like 12.
12.
Yeah.
Oh, so early.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And then they went, I think, together for her family's house. By the time they came back, I'm already sleeping.
Did you see her at all? Oh, no, so you didn't see her at all Sunday night. So they got back. What time did you go to bed?
I'm typically in bed by 8 or 9. I come to bed like 8:30.
So they were back much later, I think, though.
I want to say like an hour and a half later, maybe.
Did you see them at all Monday morning?
By the time I was leaving Monday, no, I think I was leaving too early. I leave like around 7:45.
Okay, so this roommate leaves at around 7:45. Let me check what I've scribbled down from the rabbit hole I've been done. Jen says she woke up, between 7 and 8, around 7:30 to 8. That story also changes. And at 7:35, Stephan Sterns was at the dumpster for the first time. He'd been there like 4 times, okay? 7:35. So now you tell me, if there's activity in the home, people are waking up, they're having maybe some coffee, breakfast, they're showering, and you're telling me that Stephan Sterns is carrying a body out of that house? When? What time? How does Jen not know? How do the others not know? There's a lot of questions. Okay? And also, you know what's so freaking suspicious? Is room number 4, the guest bedroom, which looks like Stephan's room, right? Can you imagine being Jen Soto? Okay, your daughter's missing. You've now found this out on Monday evening. She's missing. You go home and you think, she was lost up there with Stephan. Let me go check if anything's sus in there. When you walk in that room, we saw some pictures yesterday. You walk in that room, okay? There's a shirt on like this little bench. There's a backpack. There's books, as I say, and cards and things. In the drawer is a gun in a holster. There's a tripod. There's literally something called, it's masturbation cream, okay? It's I've got pictures of the cream. I haven't shown you that yet, but anyway. And then there is a male-specific sex toy on charge. It's called a fleshlight. If you've never looked that up, good luck. Uncle Google will show you things, okay? But like, what in the hell? That's exactly what it looks like. I've zoomed in a lot to make sure. Is that what it is? It seems like that's what it is. Wouldn't that be, if you're a mother, okay, and then you walk into the room where your daughter spent her last night because now she's missing, okay? Wouldn't you be freaking out? It's like, oh my word, there's a flashlight on charge. There's a gun. She probably knew about the gun. Yes, she did. She told the police. Okay. And then there's like his clothing's here and all of this. Like, what is going on over here? Isn't that a bit weird? Oh, I have so many questions. Anyway, that makes me think she knew about a few things. Okay. Anyway, so that she's not so in the dark like some people think. I don't think so. I'm starting to think it less and less and less. Okay, I'm starting to like hop off the fence a little bit and go to the other side of like, I think she knew quite a lot more. Debs in Space said, thanks for protecting us. Yeah. From that. It's much smaller. Okay, sorry. And why did Maddie have the spare room? It's not even a room, right? It's a partitioned off area. Not even the guest room. Why would you give your daughter no room? Have her sleeping basically kind of in the living room, kitchen area. All right. Partition it off with room dividers. Where any roommates, if they come downstairs, your daughter's right there. It's so weird. And then have a guest room for Stephan, for Prince Stephan. She calls it guest room. Who are the guests? Tell me, who are the guests? I don't see guests coming over. I see Stephan's stuff in there. And things that are in there that guests won't want to see. They don't want to see that. No, they don't. There's also a TV in there. But anyway, moving on. Sorry, I'm talking a lot.
So no, I typically don't see them.
We probably gone before they even got up, maybe. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because I have to drop off my son early till I start right at 9.
Okay.
So.
Got it. So you're normally up and out by 7:45, and they're not even out yet.
Yeah, it's normal for me not to see them.
Stephan, how long has he been staying here?
Stephan was staying here for a good 6 months, and then he moved out maybe like 3 or 4 months ago. It could be.
which matches the timeline of Jen also saying he moved out around December. We've read all those documents saying he moved out in December. So you tell me if Jen, she said in those police interviews, we're trying to get him back over here. So he's still your boyfriend, even though you like broke up. I don't know what the relationship, I don't know what's going on there. Okay, apparently his friend, Stephan's parents described their relationship as, you know, just friends with benefits. But the benefits clearly weren't, he wasn't there for Jen. He was there for Maddie. Why? If you haven't had your boyfriend staying over for months or since December, yeah, he's been there maybe 2 or 3 times. Now he's come over and you send him upstairs with your daughter? That doesn't make any sense. That's weird. Okay, yeah, Melissa's like, especially with roommates. That, shame, man. Those roommates supposed to be thinking back and going, what? Wow, Rhonda, thank you so much. Oh my word. It's like, I get so angry with this case, actually. The more I hear it, the more I'm like, what?
Less than that, I'm not really good with time.
You know why I moved out?
I mean, it was only temporary. So he was living here. For a little bit longer so he can kind of figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure they decided that it was better for him to just move out.
Gotcha. You heard anything in the house recently that might give us a clue into, you know, why she's not here now, why she's missing?
No, has ADHD, so sometimes she has issues regulating her emotions. I didn't hear anything at all, really. Like, I really mind my own business.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
But, because I'm out early, I come in, I make dinner, we make homework, and we go to sleep.
Yeah.
You know,
So he's not living here right now, Stephan. When did he get back?
So I found out that he got back to just, I guess, visit, really, Sunday night.
Sunday night?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the roommate didn't even know he was really there. Like, oh, I found out he was like visiting on Sunday night. But he may have been there from Saturday. We just don't know. That's still yet to be clarified. But they didn't even really know he was quite there. Like, wait, he was there, right? Oh my goodness. Wow, yeah, Heather says, and did you see the chain lock on the inside of the bedroom door so no one can get in? That is kind of strange, especially if on a guest bedroom. Yeah, I saw. This is one of the roommates' rooms. I know this like orange, like, you know, audio visualizer thing is blocking the pictures a little bit, but this is one of the roommates' rooms. I think this is room number 3. So, okay. Also, if you missed it, I see a lot of people are very confused about what was in room number 4. So, one more time. A backpack, Stephan Sterns' backpack. In it was lotion. It's literally masturbation cream. It says to take your me time to the next level. It's an orange bottle and it's lotion that says it's for masturbation. It's not just lube. It's like, I don't know what it does exactly. Okay. It's got special powers. Who knows? And then he had what I'm 99% sure it is, based on putting that thing through reverse Google searches. Shame. Just making sure. You had a male-specific sex toy on charge in the room. It's like you could see the cable and then it's like charging. It's lying on the bed. What? Why is that there? Oblivious Benson says, I think it's so weird she never asked the cop, hey, why are you asking me these questions about my missing daughter and where my boyfriend live? I know, right? Jen Soto didn't ask like, hey, what do you mean there's like the sex crimes unit is here? Violent crimes? Why? Why are they here? I thought this is like a missing persons case. She's just like, oh, okay. Like so calm. It's unbelievable. Oh my goodness. Mia Spaghetti said, I think the police made a deal with the devil. There's no way JS didn't know what was going on. She's covering for SS. Thanks, Mystery. I don't think they made any deals yet. I think if I had to speculate, and I've seen Vinnie Politan on his own channel also speculate, which I'm like, oh yeah, you see, it does make sense. They might want her as a witness, you know, at his trial. Makes sense. She'll have the most information there and all of that. Who knows if later, if there could be any charges brought. Pretty powerful witness to have there, right? Rhonda, welcome. Okay, so let's keep playing this. So the roommate was saying, well, I think he was there from Sunday night. Yeah, okay.
I didn't even know he was here, to be honest with you,
Oh, so Sunday you didn't see him at all. And
No,
Sunday
no.
night
Right.
you didn't know he was here till today. Okay.
I found out he was here Monday afternoon once everything kind of blew up. To be
Oh.
honest with you.
Okay. All right.
Because I don't come home until from work until like I pick him up and everything like 5:30 or 6.
And I mean, is there anything concerning or any red flags you can think of in the house that we should be concerned about, or anything that we can use to help find her?
The only thing, and it's just because, I mean, we
Never know who you're talking to, obviously. Yeah.
Right, but that's like the Roblox stuff. That seems to be the generation thing.
Okay. Is this her family?
No.
Different people?
I think so. Yeah, we have a whole bunch of people staying. I don't think she was expecting anybody.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. If there's anything else important you think could help me find her?
So I'm going, I mean, it's just weird, you know, like, he typically doesn't drop her off. It's just like a whole bunch of coincidences. So I don't know.
Exactly. The roommate's got that gut feel. She's like, you know what? He typically doesn't drop her off. This is just a whole lot of coincidences. It's weird. I don't even know if he was here. I think he was here from Sunday. The roommate is flying that red flag. Of course, for Stephan Sterns at that point, but who knows what else went on, you know, in that house. It's quite scary. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we're about halfway there now.
Okay.
This is weird. But I don't know.
All right. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Your IDs on you?
Let me say it again, just in case. I think, because I see with the chat, a lot of people are very confused about what's in Stephan Sterns' room. It's masturbation cream and a masturbation toy, if that makes sense. If you didn't know that there's male-specific masturbation toys, they are, okay? If you type in, and I'm warning you, trigger warning, be careful with it, you might get a fright, flesh, light. Like flashlight, but flesh, light. You will find a picture of what I'm talking about. Okay, he had that on charge. It looks like there's a cable connected to it of some sort. And cream. Okay, in the room. That's what I'm saying. So if you're Maddie's mother and you're like, oh my word, she's missing. That night it's now hit you. She's missing. You're panicking. You're anxious. Okay, and you go upstairs and you're like, she was last here with my boyfriend. I sent them to sleep. That's the story, right? And you go in that room. Wouldn't you be a little shocked if you find all of that in there? Probably not. Maybe Jen wasn't shocked because maybe she knew all along. Maybe that's just Stephan's room with all his stuff. Don't touch it. It's like, you know, he's so childish that maybe he's just like, it's almost that vibe, don't touch my stuff, Mom. Because he's just like bumming off everyone. He's just moving in wherever he can. Freeloading off everyone, right? My goodness. How do I say your name? Ash? Welcome. Okay, so now family member. I think it is. I wanted to make double sure. They say family member is what the file is called. Family member of Madeline Soto. I think it's Maddie's aunt. I think it's Jen Soto's sister. Okay. Yeah. Phenomenal. Says that's completely inappropriate to have sitting out in front of the kids. I know, right? Yes, indeed. Okay. And I would be freaking out if that's the last place you know your daughter was.
Is it a, could you take it out for me? I don't want to take your whole wallet. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you. And, you guys from here, or did you just hear about it and come over?
We live 5 minutes
We live
away.
right here,
Oh, okay.
I'm staying with her.
and I just yesterday we were printing flyers. We were passing them out.
I want to pull you guys into the shade. Do you have a handicap tag?
No.
Okay, you want to move it just so I don't want anybody to come out that needs it, and we're blocking that.
So Maxi345 said Stefan's father was supposedly paying $600 a month for the rent on that room number 4. I did see that on Plunder's community post today. And it made me go, because, we just add all this together and like, oh my word. No wonder it's the guest room. It's Stefan's room. Guest room. Again, is it for Prince Stephan? When he arrives, he can just stay there. And he apparently moved out because he was going to work with his dad, but that fell through. And Jen said, so we're trying to get him back here. But apparently, Christopher Stern said, I'm cutting you off. I'm not going to pay for that room the whole time. You find your own way. Obviously, like, oh my word, this guy's 37 years old. Wow. Okay.
It's already going.
Yeah, I'm not going to give out any information.
So Wolf Machine says, why couldn't Maddie go to her room? So Stefan and Jen say that she didn't like to, and actually her grandmother also said she doesn't like to sleep alone. She's scared at night to sleep alone, right? So that's what I was going on about yesterday. Like, could she not be either in her room or with Jen? Why would Jen say, I need a good night's sleep and now you must go upstairs with him? You know what I mean? I think it's because Maddie wouldn't want to sleep alone. But for Jen, the mother who's supposed to protect her, just be like, yeah, just go. And at the same time, have the story of, I used to be hyper vigilant. Yeah, I would never trust a man around my daughter. Not even my dad. Okay. What changed? Don't lose that gut instinct now. Oh my word. Sorry, go a little bit forward.
4:45, 5 p.m. and I was like,
Lot of wind.
Just kind of went from there and started just driving around school, driving around everywhere.
Yeah, we immediately went around and checked.
Yeah, one time Mom informed us, then we left. We went over there.
Aside from Jen and your mom, have you talked to anybody else?
Our families we're staying in contact with all our
Oh, yeah,
family.
we have a lot of family.
We're sending out any information that we know. But
And nobody's heard from her. Does she have any cousins or anything that she's close with?
yeah, we have a lot of cousins, but we've reached out again, nothing.
Haven't heard from
Yeah.
her. Do you guys know of any boyfriends, anything like that? Girlfriends?
As far as we know, no.
Okay.
She does gaming, so we told the detective about.
Yeah.
We told the detective about like her Roblox.
Right.
I think she has Instagram.
Okay, so
So
you
all,
guys
like, the
have
known
spoken
stuff.
with the detective?
Very, very little, but yes.
She was trying to reach somebody, and who did you call?
Detective Hunt.
Okay, gotcha.
We just want to be kept informed.
Yeah, no,
I feel
100%.
like we haven't heard anything. Like in 2 days, it's been nothing.
Yeah, we are working on a lot of stuff. We don't talk about the process. And I know that that's annoying, but we have reasons for that, and
Yes.
we want to make sure that we do everything 100% right the whole time. Here's my business card. We are going to be here for a little bit. We can't really provide you with more information, but by all means, if you guys come up with anything that you want us to
No,
know,
of course, yeah.
email is probably best because the other number is a desk phone, and obviously we're not there. But if you shoot me an email, it'll come to this phone, and then I can check it. Okay.
How do we go about?
Okay, so they're going to talk a little bit about how did they go about starting a GoFundMe. Sandra says Stefan's parents were probably relieved to get him away from their home and Jen took that cash. Probably, yes. Jem says, why would Jen ask Stefan to stay over so he could help her with Maddie? But she was off work on Monday. I know. Right? Why? She had the day off on Monday. She went to go do some blood work, she says. And then she just chilled. Till she had to go fetch Maddie at school. That's what she said. So she needs her sleep. She needs them to get out of her room. Go upstairs. You guys go sleep in that room upstairs. Okay? Because she needs good rest for her day off on Monday. Okay. Doesn't matter. What about her daughter? Why would her daughter not need good rest for her whole week ahead of school after staying with the grandma for whether it's 3 nights, 2 nights, a week? I don't know. You know, for her birthday, basically. Okay, now she's back home. A little bit late-ish, 9:30ish. Why can't Maddie rest well? And if Stephan's there, 10ish or whatever it is, and then Jen gets home, and then they claim to watch Sister Act, because Jen and Stephan talk about it. At what time? Maybe that's why they say the story, and then say Maddie was sleeping in the car all the way to school. Well, based on their timeline, and not having a decent bedtime for a 13-year-old who's going to school the next day, yeah. That would make sense then. Except a lot of it's a lie. Okay.
Maybe they're getting a fund me for a reward or something. Maybe somebody saw something and they'll come out and anonymously say, you know what?
Yeah.
How do we do that?
If you're trying to do it on a level as like a GoFundMe for the family, that's something that you guys have to do. Yeah, we can't participate in that.
Right. But do you have anything else?
We're working on our end to see. So there's certain criteria that has to be met for different things, like Amber Alerts and stuff like that. Yeah. And that's stuff that we're working on. Unfortunately, it's not up to us, right? Like if we could, we would put one out for everybody because we get a lot of help that way. So, but it is being worked on in the back end. But by all means, if you guys want to start a GoFundMe, you can. I will tell you this. Typically, and we can't stop you guys from doing anything like that. Typically, the more that stuff gets out into the media, the harder it makes it for us, right? Yeah, sometimes that's how it works. But by all means, I can't tell you that. I really can't. It's just what happens with the media sometimes is they put information out there that's not accurate, and that can sometimes hurt our investigation. But again, I can't tell you. You guys do what you feel you need to do as a family. We're going to be doing everything on our end for you guys. By all means, communicate with us if you come up with anything. Like I said, we'll be here for a few hours. You have Detective Hunt's information, you have my information, and you can always just call the sheriff's office and say, I need to speak to you. So we can bug you every day and just... You can bug me every day. You can bug me every day.
Last question.
Mm-hmm.
This is what frustrates me.
Yes, sir.
8 hours. It took us 8 hours.
8 hours for what?
The school didn't notify. She'd never.
What is the procedure for
so
school?
I'm not typically, from what I know with Orange County Public Schools, and again, I can't really speak on their procedures because we don't work for them. But it was my understanding that they typically send out like text to parents or something.
At least something or a phone call.
Yeah,
your kid is not here the first period.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell us that she's sick?
Yeah, that's something that you should bring up to them. And I don't know if it's an automated system or how that works and how the text messages go out or what Jen may have set up with them. If it, I don't know if some people can choose email, some people choose phone calls, some people choose text. But unfortunately, we can't speak on Orange County Public Schools. Yeah. I just know that typically, I was just speaking to another parent reference a situation like this, and they got text messages.
My thought process is 8 hours.
Yeah.
She's in Georgia.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But she's at the port.
Right.
This is the way that I think.
Yeah. Do you guys know anything she would have been upset about or anything?
No, Sunday she had a great birthday. She was happy.
A great birthday.
She got a whole bunch of gifts. She got a lot of money. She didn't take any money with her.
Right.
If she was trying to run away.
Yeah.
We were cleaning the backyard, poop.
Yeah.
We were I have a van that travel. It's right in front. They checked it already.
Yeah.
We were working on that, doing little things in there.
Yeah.
And then she helped me with the front yard, cleaning up. She's like that with me. We'll do things. And then I took her to Burger King for a Whopper.
Shame. So because he's saying that Maddie spent the day with him on Saturday. They just say this file is family member, so they don't say names or anything. So it sounds like it could be the grandmother's ex-husband because she said that Maddie spent Saturday with her ex-husband. Could be. Shame, man. But here is emotion. There it is. Oh, family finally. You know what I mean? Like showing emotion. I mean compared to Jen. And of course, Stephan, who isn't actually family. Creepy groomer predator. Yeah, Stephan. So, shame, man. He took Maddie to Burger King. Let's go back a little bit.
The backyard, poop.
Right.
We were I have a van that travel. It's right in front. They checked it already.
Yeah.
We were working on that, doing little things in there.
Yeah.
And then she helped me with the front yard, cleaning up. She's like that with me. We'll do things. And then I took her to Burger King for a Whopper. And I can't eat Whoppers.
Right.
I had a double Whopper. Fries. And it was such a fun night.
It was great.
Do you remember who was there at the party tonight?
All our family. We have a big family here.
Friends from school, right?
She had 2 friends from school. They talked to them already.
So family is you guys aunts,
Uncles, cousins.
So she gets along with everybody?
Yeah, and she had 2 friends at the party.
From school, right?
From school, and they were having a blast. They were outside. They went to the park. They came back.
The party was here?
No, it was at my mom's house in Orlando.
Did she go with to the
No,
party?
I took her and I dropped her.
God,
that's
so I
the
dropped
problem,
her off 8:30 at night. I told her, she takes supplements. I said, take your meds, take a shower. I left. And then 10:30 after work.
Oh, so she back here to meet her, or did she go to the party and meet her there?
No, here. She got out at 10. She'd have to ask her, but she said she got here around 10:30.
She's a little disabled, emotionally type of thing, but she can have a part-time with Disney and all that stuff. She finally got another job with them because they're giving the run around. And we have to watch the baby, and she helps. Stephan is over to help her. She asked him to come and help her.
Right.
These few days because she was in training and all that stuff, and it's 6 o'clock in the morning. It's tough.
Yeah, she said that there was
that's
some
why the
days
reason
that she was
that
going to
she
get out at 1 a.m. So
she
that's
always
why
takes us to
she
school.
needs to help.
I'm going to write something on the back of the business card because while you guys can reach out to me, I'm going to give you the lead detective's information.
Okay, please.
But like I said, if you guys think of anything, please let us know. Right now, we're just in the process of collecting as much information as we can. That's why we're here. We're working in other places as well.
Yes, that was my next question. I know you.
We've just got 5 minutes left. I'm actually just going to go a few minutes back because there were some interesting little details there about the timeline as well. So here we go again. One more time from here.
So family is you guys aunts,
Uncles, cousins.
So she gets along with everybody?
Yeah, and she had 2 friends at the party.
From school, right?
From school, and they were having a blast. They were outside. They went to the park. They came back.
The party was here?
No, it was at my mom's house in Orlando.
See, at my mom's house. So it sounds like this is, I'm careful to say, I could just say, but I'm careful to say, it sounds like it's Maddie's grandfather and Maddie's aunt, right? Willow is being naughty here. Okay, so they're talking about the party on Sunday, February 25th. And they're saying Maddie had a great time. There were 2 of her friends there and all of that, right? Okay, so let's keep listening.
Did she go with to the
No,
party?
I took her and I dropped her.
God,
that's
so I
the
dropped
problem,
her off 8:30 at night. I told her, she takes supplements. I said, take your meds, take a shower. I left. And then 10:30 after work.
Oh, so she back here to meet her, or did she go to the party and meet her there?
No, here. She got out at 10. She'd have to ask her, but she said she got here around 10:30.
She's a little disabled, emotionally type of thing, but she can have a.
So when they say she got here around 10:30, I wonder if that means Jen got home, right, at 10:30, I think. And Maddie was dropped off at around 8:30. That's what I'm getting from that timeline, which does make sense based on everything we've read and heard. And then Stephan apparently arrived at 9. Like within half an hour, because, he needs to help a 13-year-old get ready for bed. Yeah, sure. Needs to help her take her meds and get ready for bed. Sure.
a part-time with
Yeah.
Disney and all that stuff. And she finally got another job with them because
Yeah.
they're giving the runaround. And we have to watch the baby,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and she helps. You know, and Stephan is over to help her.
Mm-hmm.
She asked him to come and help her.
Right.
You know, these few days because she was in training and all that stuff, and it's 6 o'clock in the morning. It's tough.
Yeah, she
Right.
says that there
So
was
that's
some
why the
days
reason
that she was
that
going to
she
get out at
didn't
1
go to
a.m. So
school.
that's
She
why
always takes us to
she
school.
needs to help.
I'm gonna write something on the back of the business card because while you guys can reach out to me, I'm gonna give you the lead detective's information.
Okay, please.
But like I said, if you guys think of anything, please let us know. Right now, we're just in the process of collecting as much information as we can. That's why we're here. We're working in other places as well.
Yes, that was my next question. Like, I know you guys have to cross everything off, and that's good. What about other possibilities?
Everything's being addressed. So everything that we can possibly address at this time. There's detectives all over the county and in other counties. I mean, this isn't actually even our county right now. So we have multiple detectives and law enforcement officers in general, forensics investigators. We're just trying to collect as much information as we can. So by all means,
Yeah, we understand.
Yeah,
we just want to be kept.
Yeah.
So I will say you might not be updated every single like 5-10 minutes, but there's a lot of effort
That.
put
I just
in.
want to say, Dave, hey, listen,
I was with Hunt yesterday,
making
and
progress
we've
or
been
something.
out since yesterday I came out personally at 3 p.m. and we're still out doing everything. So
and the other thing is we have to communicate. We don't have the ability to call everybody else and give them updates.
Yeah.
So what I always tell people is, I know you may not hear from us, but literally the second we get updates and information, we will reach out to them. And then they can disseminate that information to you guys as they see fit. But unfortunately, we don't have the ability to call everybody and say, hey, this is what's going on, just because we can only speak. Okay.
Yeah, I just know sometimes like I think about asking them like
questions, and you guys can reach out with questions. I'm just saying we will not be able to call you guys and give you updates. We can only speak to them. So yeah. But if she has a question that she thinks of, tell her not to hesitate to reach out to us, and we will answer when we're able to. There are guidelines of when we can do certain things. So, but we're with you guys, and we're gonna do everything that we can.
it really depends how the process is working.
Okay, we've just got 4 minutes or so left. Vikings FC said, what if Jen's actually covering up for what she thinks was an accidental overdose? Stephan might have been helping Jen dose Maddie up to make life easier for Jen and, of course, for himself. In a lot of the CSAM material from those charges and documents that we'd read before, it's on the playlist if you didn't hear it, they said that it appeared that Maddie was sleeping while a lot of those pictures were being taken. So that's very scary. By sleeping, I hear drugged, tranquilized, put to sleep. That's what I hear. And it's generally around that like 3 a.m. type of time, right? A big red flag to me as well is Jen saying that on Saturday night she forgot to take her meds, so she wasn't herself on Sunday. That is a huge red flag to me because clearly everything happened on Sunday night. So I just worry about that as well. The Pan Pepper said, this is a very painful case. Hugs. Grizzly, lurkers, fellow patrons, of course, Gisela and mods. Everyone leave your DNA on the like button. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here. I could not do this without you. I don't think it would be healthy to spend this much time down that rabbit hole if I wasn't able to talk about it with you. Thank you so much all for being here. Thank you for your comments on all the videos and all the live streams we're doing. I read all of them and it's very insightful. You guys make me think. And then I'm like, wait. We have to go dig. We have to find. Because what? My goodness. It just makes me so mad. Maddie, she had no one protecting her. And I mean, her mother was responsible for that because she was in the custody of her mother. One would think that would be okay, but clearly in this case it was not. Just so sad. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Would you suggest that we could do next? Like yesterday we were out passing the flyers.
Yeah.
Wait, is your
family members, especially the ones that are closest with her, know, like, hey, just second you hear from her, you need to let us know.
She's with Stephen.
Communicate that to detectives, because at the end of the day, our biggest concern is her safety. Right? We don't care about anything else. We don't care. She could walk up to me right now and be like, "I robbed a store," and I'd be like, "Okay."
Okay, it's redacted parts. Shh.
I'd rather do that than stay here with them.
Okay.
What about I know you guys did like a search yesterday. What can we do, like a search? Like,
so it's best. It's best that you don't right now, because we are continuing our search, and we don't. I'm not saying you can't drive around to our favorite places and look if there's anything you think of like that. Yes, but as far as like, I don't know, walking through woods or something like that, I would tell you not to do that, because we are doing that, and we don't want anything to really be like contaminated or anything like that. But by all means, if, like I said, if you guys think of something that you think should be looked into, let us know, and then we will prioritize based on the information that we get and see what's best for us to do next.
All right, good.
But no, you don't have to stop looking.
I don't think she ran away. Like, I don't think she would have said that.
That 8-hour differential just kills me.
And speak to the school. And do you guys have? Are there other juvenile kids in school within your family?
My daughter, but they go to separate schools.
Yeah, and that's something that Jen may need to speak to the school and just be like, hey, in the future, I need notification.
I hope they're communicating to the other families too.
The school.
Yeah, just, hey, listen, this happened here. You got to be aware of what's happening around the neighborhood.
Yeah, I think the information is getting out. I mean, we've gotten contact that the information is spreading. So, and we want that, right? We want as much help as we can get, but we don't want fake information out there, right?
And that the overpass. Mm-hmm. I've been there. Okay, the traffic in the morning with the kids and parents. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
We're looking into all of that.
To see something.
Yep. We're doing everything that we can for you guys, and we'll be here with you guys the whole time. Okay.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We're gonna get back to it, and if you guys have anything, then please reach out. Okay.
We're only 5 minutes away. She lives 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Absolutely.
Thank you
Thanks,
so much.
Okay, and that's it. So Roaring Titty says, who didn't take their meds that Saturday night? Jen. And Jen says that she herself was not herself on Sunday. I raise a red flag to that. Especially because she says in weeks prior, right? Weeks leading up to this, she said that, she was just, Jen said about herself. She said, I was acting like a little bit crazy, and her and Maddie had an argument, and she had apparently told Maddie that she's going to disown her when she turns 18, or like ship her off to her dad, but she can't remember saying that. And just the way she described herself in that interaction, speaking to her daughter, a child, and then pairing that with she forgot to take her own meds on Saturday and wasn't herself on Sunday. I just worry a little bit about that, right? Okay, so Janet's like, alibi of not being responsible. Naomi says, but Jen was working on Sunday. I know, she was working on Sunday and came home that evening and then had Monday off. She had Monday off and she just wanted to sleep in, had some blood work to do in the morning, and wanted Stephan apparently to come over and help with taking the dog for a walk and taking Maddie to school. But I don't know why... Why would Jen have to ask Stephan for that? Her actual ex-boyfriend, allegedly, because they apparently broke up in December, although Jen's saying in some of the interviews she wanted to get him back there. She said we wanted to get him back here. My goodness. So why would she not just let Maddie stay at her grandparents' house? Because she liked it there. She had a great birthday party. Why can't she just sleep over there? Spend time with her friends, have a birthday, and then just like pass out, after a whole day of, I don't know, like birthday cake and running around. A child would be exhausted, to get home then at like 8:30 and be like, damn, I need to go to bed. But now there's those Stephan's arrived to help get her ready for bed. What? Shame, man. Poor Maddie. Oh my goodness. So Elbow's mom, thank you. Nice to see you. Said, thank you for still covering Maddie's case. I'm so scared she'll be forgotten before all the people guilty of her abuse and murder are in jail. I don't think she'll be forgotten here. I don't think so. No, we don't let things like that go, right? There must be evidence. We don't know if the police have evidence to charge Jen Soto with anything. At this point, they're saying there's no plans to, but not that they would plan to arrest her, but we'll have to just wait and see. Time will tell. But just know that in many cases we've seen, it's never too late to seek justice. Sometimes it can take years, many years. At the end of the day, if there's evidence, someone will be charged and be held accountable. And then will be innocent or proven guilty. If proven guilty, convicted. Okay, so I just quickly want to see, there's like another few seconds here. What is it? Just read your comments while I'm playing this. Goodness, okay. Yeah?
Detective Funko, Orange County Sheriff's Office, February 28th, 2024, 10:07 hours. Present was Detective Chang, case number 24-11313. And that was, we were approached by
The
Soto 3790, Juan Gilberto Soto Jr., 10/23/1953.
Okay, and that's it.
end recording 10:08.
That's what we have. So today we heard from the security guard, the grandmother, one of the roommates, as well as Maddie's grandfather and aunt. So that's the audio we heard today. There's still some of Stephan Sterns and Chris Sterns, and there's a few more to still work through, right? It's a gigantic file. Lots of documents, lots of pictures, lots of things. I try to put the pictures over this audio so that you can, look at them at the same time as we're listening. Now, TJ says the father owns the house. You mean Jen's father, right? And collects the rent, including from Jen. Stephan's father used to pay for room number 4, apparently $600 or so a month. So Maddie had no room except for the lounge area, which is just sickening, I know they got to make ends meet, but to be like, no, it's the guest room. And yes, okay, let's say that Stephan's dad is paying for the room. But he wasn't staying there for months. And if Stephan, this is horrible to say, but was so fond of Maddie, why doesn't he give her the room? It's terrible. It's absolutely horrendous. The Damsel 562, thank you so much. You like hype. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Man, this case, isn't it just, it's so upsetting. It's infuriating. And the more you dig, the more you find, the more you hear, you're just like, what? Okay, firstly, he's been cuffed, okay? And he is sitting in jail waiting for trial. He's not going to appear at any of his hearings. He hasn't appeared for any of them since he was arrested. Until trial. I think he will have to appear at trial. If they stream that, I don't know. If they do, we'll absolutely be watching that together. Yes, indeed. It should be. It could be in October. But I mean, we thought Brian Koberger's trial is going to be like January this year. And actually last year. And it's just been shifted a lot. So who knows? Different cases. I'm just saying, sometimes, these court dates move. So let's see. Bumblebee says Maddie should have come first. I can't wait to read your comments and what you think about this audio as well, as we slowly but surely work through it all and try to make sense of this timeline. And I just see more and more deception popping up. I've tried very hard all along the way, and I still try to give Jen Soto the benefit of the doubt, because I know it happens all the time, where predators and groomers worm their way into homes and they love bomb the single parent and maybe even everyone around them. And then they do it to get to the children. I know that that's how that works. But unfortunately, there's a few things, the more that I'm digging, the more that I'm thinking about it, that Jen Soto has said that it's just like, I mean, do you know more than you're pretending to know? There's certain things that are just completely inconsistent, that are complete and utter lies. Like saying, I saw Maddie get dressed that morning, and then later saying, no, actually I saw her at 11 o'clock the night before, and then saying she was so happy with all of her gifts when her friends say she wasn't. She was very upset that only 2 friends showed up. She invited a whole bunch of people. She was upset about that. She was upset because her mother didn't give her anything. Like, come on. It's all over the place, you know? Like, oh my goodness. Okay, so Jen is like, yeah, Uncle Google is trying to figure out why all these people are Googling a fleshlight. Yes, 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 indeed. So I could go on and on and on. We'll be back. You know, we can talk about more things. Go and check out that audio again. If you pick up anything else, you can email it to me if you want to. Rather comment it because I'm reading all the comments. But if you wanna point something specific out, or if you know something, if you lived in the area, of course, firstly, call the police if you know something. If you see something, say something. If you know something, call them, tell them. Tips will be helpful for this case, right? So there's that. But if you want to just like share insight with me, if you were a neighbor or one of the roommates or I don't know, whatever it is, you can email me grizzlytruecrime@gmail.com. I keep all my sources anonymous, right? Ali Tovar says, will you automatically go on your interview after your live? No, for me it's 20 past 12. It's 20 past midnight now for me in Switzerland. And my time on Court TV with Vinny later today is at 3 a.m. for me. Okay, it's 9 p.m. And actually I'm only on half an hour in. So 3:30 a.m. in 3 hours from now is when I'll be on Court TV. Wish me luck. I'm not nervous at all. Not at all. I've slept soundly. Not at all nervous. Terry says, thank you, G. You work so hard for us. Excellent reporting. Thank you so much. Lee says, see you on Court TV tonight. I guess so. Let's hope there's no technical problems or cats running over cables. I'll close the door. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, for being here with me as we listen to this. I'll continue to work through all the data that I've received and try my very best to package it in a way that we can actually hear things and learn things and try to piece together what is going on here and what happened. What happened? Like, poor Maddie. Oh, my goodness. May there be full justice for Madeline Soto. I wish us Grizzlies could have protected her. We're very protective people, right? And just that it's so infuriating to see that lack of protection coming from her own mother. It's very, very sad. Chef Lady says, you'll be great. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everyone. I will see you later. I'll be on Court TV, I think. I think that's the plan. And then I'll see you maybe tomorrow. We shall see, right? So Kathleen said it's not live on YouTube. It's on courttv.com. That's important to know as well. I don't know if people like watch Court TV on the TV or what, like in America, but courttv.com. That's where it will be, okay? All right. So I'll see you again very soon. Please like and share so others also learn this information. And send me things. If you have any documents or things to send me as well, I can never have enough of that. All right. Bye, guys.